Okay, I wanted to hammer some points home, just to remind me and others why you should stay away from Riot's matchmaking system. And that is because it's so good they had to patent this thing. So the system is so good at meeting its objectives to get people addicted to the game that it's actually patented. So let's talk about point number one. Put players into matches that are addictive. How do you create addiction? So let's talk about this point here. Okay, so I was looking for the study. So again, we go back to this experiment that they did on the mice. So how do you get a biological creature with a brain giga addicted? Number one, you need unpredictable zap with dopamine. So in the study they had a lever, when the mice were triggering the lever, they don't know if they're gonna get zapped or not. So let's compare that to League. When you queue up, you don't know you're gonna win or not. Number two, amount of dopamine is random. So that's you playing the game. Whether you're gonna stomp, dominate your lane, take over the game, you're gonna smurf, is high dopamine. Whether the game is gonna be passive, not much happening, is low dopamine. So zap number one, did you win the game? Zap number two, did you dominate in the game? Did you smurf? That's it. Do you see it's built into the system? Again, I'm gonna link all this in the description below so you can see that. It's just a gigantic experiment to create e-drugs, and it's very, very successful. So this is why it's patented. Now, let's look at their objective number two. Have a planned experience with varying intensity. How many times have I said, have you noticed that as you start winning more, your teammates start to get shittier and the enemy team starts to get better? What is that? Where have I seen this before? It's called dynamic difficulty adjustment for maximized engagement. They do not do it to fairly balance the games. They're doing it to get you addicted. I'm gonna link it in the... you can see it in here. So get control the... well, it's literally what it says on the tin. It's literally this. Literally like this. They describe it like, if you just read it, it's like, have a planned experience with varying intensity, easy, even, hard. So losers, winners queue, and then you're dynamically adjusting the difficulty, and that's it. And remember, the purpose of this is not to create a balanced skill so you can climb up to the ladder and feel good about yourself because now you are a rank that you want to be. It's designed to get you addicted. It's in the title, to maximize engagement. Alright? And the rest is just BS. Business objective to get a lot of money. Reduce churn is to get you addicted. Like, fundamentally, you have to understand, League of Legends cannot function without players in it. There is no PvE. There is no player versus computer. There is no bot games. The only way the company can survive is to have a sustainable, predictable player base. And how do you do it? You need addicts. You need the game addicts to be there. And they're very, very good at it. Very, very good at it. Look, most hated game, probably League. If you look Trustpilot, talk to anyone who plays League of Legends, they will tell you, damn dude, I do not like this game at all. I absolutely hate it. Out of games, most played game of all time. Now, we wrote an article to tell you why are you addicted to League of Legends. Number one, because of engagement optimized matchmaking, Donald Kruger effect, Stockholm syndrome. So cognitive dissonance is another one. Like, the whole purpose, you have to understand just how much they hijack your psychology. They basically hit you in every single, especially if they're targeting kids, because they do not possess a high logical brain. Like, they target people who are simpletons. They target people who do not have a strong control over the impulses, because they will not be able to resist. Even if they're like, think about smokers. They know that it's bad for them. They know that it's going to kill them. They know they're gonna get cancer. 1 out of 3 gets cancer. It's astronomical statistic. It's like you have 3 friends standing there smoking. One of them has 100% probability of dying to cancer. And they know that. They know that. They know that you will not stop smoking. That's their business objective, right? So again, I'm gonna link this in the description below so you can quit. So this is for quitting. And this is to make yourself super strong. You need to have healthy body. We talked about, like I talk about sleep quality. Like this, if you do this, it will be easier for you to quit. Because your body will be very, very strong. And it will be very easy to stay disciplined because you have a lot of energy. We have supplements that are going to help you. We have decision-making tools to have your logical brain going. We have mental exercises. We have recommended reading so you can quit. Riot is not interested in you. It's interested in making money and meeting its business objectives, which is put a long-term, which is decrease the churn. So they want to predict the churn rate, i.e. engagement optimized matchmaking system. Put monetary value on each match and maximize the monetary value. Alright? And again, remember, if you're debating this shit, ask yourself, when was the last time you did not play League? When was the last time when you stopped playing League of Legends for at least 2 weeks? And you'll find yourself that you have not done this for a very, very long time. That's because the system is exceptionally good at what it does. And that is to create chemical reaction in your head. And I spoke about it a bazillion times. I'm going to speak about it again. Because any type of chemical reaction that is strong, raging, frustration, anger, mixed with feelings of, excitement that you bought your skin for your Akali, you went 11-0, now you think that you're a star. But all that was designed. That was just, they gave you some kind of a shitter who doesn't know how to play, and you just press buttons and you beat the shit out of him. Now you're in Euphoria, now you think that you are a challenger player, here we go, I'm a smurf. Because kids think like that. Right? Kids' psychology is weak. People that are not very emotionally intelligent or overall intelligent, their psychology is weak. They don't have a lot of control over emotions. So you need to train yourself. You need to train yourself how not to be a victim to companies that are abusing you like this. This is abuse. Like, this will be banned at some point. Right now, it's not banned because governments are not regulating the internet. They should, but they're dealing with other things. So companies, like, at some point you have to remember that Coca-Cola were putting cocaine into Coca-Cola. Here's the proof. You go to, I'll link it in the description below. So Coca-Cola did in fact, this is a fact check, did in fact contain cocaine according to National Institute of Drug. Original formula contained cocaine. Then over time, you see, traces of cocaine have been found in Red Bull. When regulation is weak, companies will do anything to get the edge and sell their product. And on internet, there is very, very weak regulation. So they will sprinkle their products with the magic powder. And on and in drugs industry, that is engagement optimized matchmaking. And I heard some guys were like, okay, but if all companies are using engagement optimized matchmaking, what's the difference? I might as well just play League. Okay, if every single company is now allowed to sprinkle their products with cocaine, you need to exit this industry as soon as possible. That means that industry is gonna get hammered at some point by regulation, because that shit is not gonna... Like, parents are gonna protest against this. Like, think about, like, Cola had cocaine, it no longer has cocaine. Red Bull had cocaine, no longer has cocaine, right? So this will get cleaned up at some point in time. It will. The problem is just there are bigger fishes to fry for the governments, and they can't control everything. It's not that easy. Because you have to do investigation, you have to pass laws, create policies and stuff like that. So it's not... Vote on it as well. It's not that easy. So once again, I'm going to tell you, stay away from Riot's algorithm, because it's an e-drug. It's not a game. It's an e-drug. Now, you can play MOBA, but stay away from the algorithm. It's not good for you. It's gonna get you hooked, and then 5 years later, you're gonna be like, oh my god, what did I do with my life? What a waste of time. And you're not even gonna have fun. Okay? Take care.